That's actually really interesting because you're right. These animated Disney movies are really no different than going to see a musical, like something like, Rent or Chicago or any of that
Yeah,
stuff. It's actually a very similar concept, only it's animated and
especially
you're.
now. Yeah,
That's really fascinating. I would have never actually put those in the same category, but they totally, all of the Disney movies, Mulan and, all the ones I
yeah,
grew up, except for like Toy Story, there's not no singing in that, but like a
yeah.
lot of the princess movies and stuff were totally all based around singing and then they would be talking
Yeah.
scenes. That is so fascinating. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, no, and like especially the more like contemporary we get, the more modern we get with the Disney films, obviously a lot more like topics about the world are a bit more like said in them. So like, the equality and like women and men in the roles. Let's just say
Mm-hmm.
that. I don't want to get too much into this. But it's a lot more appropriate for what children want to watch. And then they can see their idols, kind of their characters and like really look up to these characters and want to be like them because they start seeing themselves in like diversity and all this. Again, this is getting like way, way big. But it's definitely like opened up a lot of doors and allowed musical theatre to kind of be a bit more everywhere for people to kind of see it and enjoy
Yeah.
it a bit more.
Yeah, that's a really interesting perspective. I would have never really classified it as before, but now that I'm like really thinking about it, it's like it totally is just an animated
Yeah.
musical theater. That is so interesting, and then especially when they bring because so many of them go on to Broadway. Like
Yeah, I
Aladdin
mean
or
that.
The Lion
Yeah,
King, or like so they totally
like
are
Beauty and the
musical.
Beast as well. So yeah, like I mean, have you seen any of these Disney musicals like on
I
stage?
have
Have you seen
not
any of them?
actually.
It's so like because obviously you see the animations, then it's like it's a talking, Beauty and the Beast for example, like it's a talking clock or something. How are you going to do it? But they do it and they pull it off. Or like Lion King, like how are they going to do all the animals and stuff? And it's just so incredible. It's such it's a whole production, but yeah, it's so great and gets all the children involved. It's really nice.
Sure. Have you seen Lion King on Broad or on
I've
like what
seen
the
on West
West
End,
End,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah, I've seen Lion King. It's so good.
I would love to see Lion King, but every time it comes around, it's like $75 million to get a ticket, right?
Yeah,
Is
I
it the
mean,
same in London for you?
it's quite expensive. I went a few years back and I think it was a present, so I don't know how much it was. But again, we were right at the back because that's like,
Yeah,
the cheaper seats, right? We're not gonna get
sure.
right to the front. But yeah, no, it's the level of like staging and setting and everything that like the West End and Broadway, the level that they go to, it's huge. And it's just it really just brings the magical of the animation to life. And it's like, oh, so good.